Welcome to our live training session. We're going to be taking a look at how to calibrate and tune our Honda Civic Si using an EMU Black standalone system. Let's jump into some details about our vehicle. We're going to find that the engine has been swapped on our Honda Civic Si. We're running a Honda K24 engine and it has been rebuilt. The engine has 12.5:1 aftermarket forged pistons, upgraded connecting rods. We have upgraded valve train. We are running stock OEM camshafts with a 50-degree VTC gear, as well as a Type S oil pump. Now, on the intake side of things, this is really what sets this engine swap apart here. We're gonna find we have Kinsler 64mm individual throttle bodies. We have RDX 410cc injectors, an upgraded in-tank fuel pump, and a 0 to 100 PSI fuel pressure sensor mounted in our fuel system. On the exhaust side of things, we have an upgraded header and exhaust. So it's relatively mild in terms of the normal bolt-ons and engine build configuration you'll find, but the individual throttle bodies are really what sets the calibration strategy apart for a Honda K series engine. So we're gonna be learning how to calibrate and tune this using an alpha end strategy with our EMU Black. We have a lot of things to unpack here, so let's jump into our very first tutorial talking about how we can create our base map for our individual throttle body alpha end strategy using the EMU Black. So let's jump in here and take a look. Welcome to our live training session here with our Honda Civic Si. Now we just went over all of the details for our vehicle. Let's jump into our EMU Black software so we can begin creating our base map in this tutorial. Now we're going to be splitting our base map creation process into two separate tutorials. This tutorial we're going to be setting up all of our background details such as engine displacement and the firing order, making sure the inputs and outputs are all functional on the wiring in our vehicle here. And then the next tutorial we're going to worry about setting up the two-dimensional and three-dimensional table programming and setup in the base map creation process. And splitting it into two separate tutorials is going to be a little bit more manageable to be able to digest everything I'm talking about here. So let's jump in here and take a look at the status of where we're at and some things we need to know before we head into our base map creation tutorial here. So first things first, I'm sitting into the vehicle right now. I have the ignition key powered on. I have the USB cable plugged in to my laptop, plugged into EMU Black, and I've established communication. So I'm in the online state. We can see down here, if we take a look at my laptop screen right now, at the very bottom, we're going to see that I'm showing a connected status. This is showing on me online, and I'm streaming information. So if I make changes, it's going to be in real time. Now, you don't have to do your base map creation process sitting in the vehicle, being online. You could do it offline, let's say in your couch or your kitchen table. But I just find it a little bit easier to be able to test everything live as I'm going through and setting up the base map. So that's how I'm going to be starting off here in the tutorial. So we're going to be live with our EMU Black. Now, the base map has to be uploaded to my EMU Black, and the base map is going to be specific based around if it's a plug-and-play harness or if it's a universal. Let's say you have a custom engine harness made, you're going to have to sign all of your inputs and outputs based on the input-output list for your engine harness. Now, in this situation, I'm running the EMU Black plug-and-play K-Series jumper harness. So this is plugging into the factory wiring. I have a factory engine harness that's plugged into everything in the engine bay, and then I have the EMU Black plugged into that adapter harness. So we need to go in and work with an EMU Black base map for this tutorial. We're going to go ahead and add some additional things and change up things that's specific to my wiring, because I've wired some additional things into the EMU Black above and beyond the plug-and-play application, the plug-and-play harness from EMU. So I have a fuel pressure sensor, for example. I have an external wideband fed in. So there's some different changes in the wiring, but we want to go make sure that we're using that plug-and-play file. So we can locate any of the plug-and-play base maps for the plug-and-play applications for EMU Black. If we go to our web browser and we go to the ECU Masters USA website, I go down here, I have that open on my laptop screen. So ecumastersusa.com, and then I'm in the software download. We can click on the download option up here. That brings us to this screen, and if I go down here, we're looking for the base maps and manuals. When we click this link, it brings us into a Google Drive with a directory, and we can sort what we want to look at based on the vehicle type that we're dealing with. Now, I went into the Honda Acura folder, and I went after here the EMU Black K20 file, and that's what I have saved on my laptop screen. That's what we're going to go ahead and upload to the EMU Black, because the file that's in there is some other generic file. It's not going to be applicable for the wiring details, so the specific plug-and-play application, it's not going to be applicable for that. So let's go ahead and select the file and upload it to our EMU Black as a starting point. So I'm going to go in here, jump back into my file, or back into my EMU Black software here. I'm going to go up to the top under File and then Open Project. Now here, I've saved onto the desktop this specific project from ECU Masters. So it's going to be this 2004 Civic K20 04 Honda VVT Black. This is the file that we want to go ahead and open. So I'm going to click on this and click open. It's going to ask me, open project will be written to connect to EMU device. Proceed. In this case, yes, I want to proceed with that. I want to go upload this base file. It's going to give me a warning here about firmware versions, most likely. I'm going to click OK right now. And I can hear the EMU Black power cycle. So it actually just power cycled right there. And let's go ahead and store any of those changes that have been made. Now, if we take a look down here at the bottom, it is showing me a disconnected status, which is interesting right here. So let me go ahead and just power my ignition key off and then power it back on again, and hopefully it's gonna establish communication here. Let's give that a second. Okay, so it looks like it took a second here after power cycling it for it to realize that I've uploaded the file. It's gonna ask me here, the EMU device differs from client data. We're gonna say in this case, use client data is what we're gonna go ahead and make sure we upload to the EMU, and let's just make sure it stays in the connected status. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.